Good afternoon, Knights. Thanks for joining us. I'm Charlotte Trattner, and today is Wednesday, October 21st, 2020. Here's your nightly news update. Let's take a look at today's coronavirus update. There are now more than 760,000 confirmed cases and more than 16,000 deaths in the state of Florida. Nationally, there are nearly 8,277,000 confirmed cases and more than 221,000 deaths, according to Johns Hopkins University. This Thursday's debate might sound a little different than the first, after the debate commission announced candidates' mics will be muted. The commission says each candidate may speak for 2 minutes with mics muted to ensure a more orderly discussion. The commission says they considered the public's opinions after the first debate, allowing voters the opportunity to be more informed on the candidates' policy positions. Trump and Biden will have the opportunity to make remarks at the beginning of each 15-minute segment of the debate. Both candidates say they agree to the new rules. The debate is scheduled for 9 p.m. and will run for 90 minutes without commercial breaks on all major networks. A new program is hiring students to help prevent the spread of COVID-19 on campus. Nightly News reporter Madison Little tells us about the new Armor Up ambassadors.
Armor Up ambassadors are responsible for making sure Knights armor up and follow other UCF safety guidelines, especially in crowded places like this. UCF officials say the ambassadors serve as part counselor and part educator on campus. They remind students to complete the daily self-symptom checker through UCF's app. Armor Up ambassadors carry backpacks filled with face masks, hand sanitizer, and door pools. They even give t-shirts and other prizes away to those who comply. One Armor Up ambassador, Amy Ochoa-Leyva, says she chose to become an ambassador because she is passionate about helping make sure people follow the rules.
Like everyone else, I want everything to go back to normal as soon as possible, and it seems like a lot of people may not be trying to do their best that they can.
While some students like Ochoa-Leyva say this is a good idea, some say it is unnecessary. One student even says it makes him feel like he is back in elementary school. Other students are expressing their concerns for the safety of ambassadors on campus. English creative writing major Jade Jemison says the idea of student ambassadors is concerning because we've seen people lash out and even become violent over being told to wear a mask before.
I just don't think that at this time when things are all amped up, I don't think it's a good idea for students to be trying to make other students do things.
Ochoa-Leyva says the ambassadors are taught to walk away from people who are rude or do not comply. And UCF PD says they want anyone who feels threatened to contact the police. In Orlando, Madison Little, UCF Nightly News.
The university currently employs nearly 24 ambassadors and plans to hire a total of 60 in the coming weeks. A new study shows that those who vape or use e-cigarettes are more likely to experience COVID-19 symptoms. Nightly News reporter Natalie Monalegre tells us why.
A recent study by Stanford University School of Medicine states that vaping causes an increase of COVID-19 among young adults. The research finds that those who vape are 5 to 7 times more likely to be infected than those who do not. Dr. Fortune Elabi, a pulmonologist at Florida Lung, Asthma, and Sleep Specialist Center, says people who vape and get COVID might end up with long-term lung and respiratory effects.
So now, if you have COVID-19 on top of that, you're already starting off with a lung that is not completely normal just because of the vaping to start with.
The CDC recommends that all caregivers ask COVID patients if they smoked e-cigarettes and vaped in the past. The CDC says you should throw away this and put on this.
The researchers say some young people believe their age protects them from contracting the virus and getting symptoms, but data shows that that's not true for those who choose to vape. UCF International alumni Carlos Guevara says vaping has more consequences than smoking cigarettes because you're inhaling more smoke. He says he got COVID a few months ago and was vaping while sick.
But after the COVID, I realized that my lungs were hurting a little. So when I went to the pool with my friends and everything, I couldn't resist, I couldn't hold my breath.
Guevara says he plans to stop vaping because he noticed the changes in his body after vaping while having COVID. Some common COVID-19 symptoms for those who vape are similar to non-vapers like coughing, fever, and shortness of breath. In Orlando, Natalie Monalegre, UCF Nightly News.
Researchers say e-cigarette industries are using the pandemic to encourage sales of vaping products. Now, let's take a look at today's weather forecast. Today's high is 81 degrees with scattered storms and a 50% chance of rain. Tonight, the low is a cool 73 degrees with a 30% chance of rain. So you may need your raincoat tonight. Tomorrow's high is 85 degrees and a 30% chance of rain. So don't forget your umbrella. That's all the time we have for now. Make sure to keep up with all that's happening throughout the week by following us on Instagram at UCF Knightly News. And check back here tomorrow for another nightly news update. I'm Charlotte Trattner. Thanks for watching and have a great day.